Stadium here in Duval County, Florida. But tonight we begin Week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. White 80. 11 MT.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage. Here's Burrow. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here we go. Can.
Here's Burrow. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Now the try here for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing here, Purdy. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are riding a two-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Witherspoon getting a hand in there that time. You look at this Steeler defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
He finds his target. It's Evans. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass in the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we, Tom? It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Joe Mixon, 60 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense for the Jags, very strong in that victory a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Throw left side complete. That's back. Fighting through it. He's got space. Still on his feet. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. after the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Airing this one out for Evans. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Jaguars sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete. You look at the Steeler defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Let's get set. 180. 180. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
11. Here we go. Can.
Again, it's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. 180.
Burrow will throw. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Purdy finds his man. There's Jordan Addison.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Montgomery. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. It's a roll of it over. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ends up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. David Montgomery with career touchdown number 70. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Gun.
And they interplay here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
They go play action with Burrow. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's get set. White 80.
Now it's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Keon Coleman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to widen their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot. Yeah. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. First target, first catch, and a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Back to throw, Purdy. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Purdy. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 8. Purdy now to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
But defensively, they're doing everything they can to protect this early lead after giving up a touchdown on their last drive.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
And the Jaguars are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They got 29 yards that time.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Pass throw right back to Joe Mixon.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Stop.
Now Burrow. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Keon Coleman as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Jefferson moving in motion left. Here's Purdy. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Connect.
Now a timeout signal for him. They'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Steelers first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Addison hauls it in.
4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And that is no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And some room to work.
And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
A gain of 15. First down, Steelers.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Jags are going to take over here up near the 40. Looking to put a drive together.
At their own 39-yard line.
Gun. Got.
Here's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did it in a big way there.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He completes it to Evans. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Wilson's got it on the crossing route. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 34.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
11, MT, tight. Big 13. 11.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jaguars are able to stretch out their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
42. Steelers 14. John Parker Romo to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last two games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games, or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun. Stop.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This is caught by Evans. And he'll be knocked to the ground right there at the 22. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The 22-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Here we go. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Burrow throw. There's Evans again, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
John Parker Romo to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, Loss of yardage ugly.
Here's 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw.
And this is caught by Evans. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 36 yards on the play. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Burrow going to keep it running right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
On 2, ready?
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow.
He'll try and do this himself. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On 1, ready? 11 mighty. Here we go. 180.
Now it's Burrow.
Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Jaguars add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Jaguars 56, Steelers 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 9.
Get set, get set. Up.
Throwing here, Purdy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Purdy. Slant route, and he's got Addison.
And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done as you noted, and they did.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Get set, get set.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at him, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Get set, get set.
Back to throw, Purdy. Now he'll tuck this and run. That's complete right side to Kmet.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, It's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Purdy, big fourth down play. He's got his target. That's complete.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
What is that?
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 180. Raise up. Shot.
Burrow going to keep it running right. Here's Evans. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that